Good morning. It's 3 weeks to the Stalking Show. It's Sunday morning and I've got a few jobs to sort out. One of them being, I've got some, these are desert ironwood. There's a catcher and a muntjac catcher. They're in the oil. I've got to dry them off and then give them a polish up. I've also got a few blades here that are all, these are all ready for sorting the handles out on them, shaping them all up, which will be today's job. And actually, let's rewind to the beginning of this week, and I can actually show you what I've been up to. Right. 1, 2, 3. 3 weeks to go to the Stalking Show. Well, it's not actually 3 weeks to go to the Stalking Show. It's 4 weeks for me at the minute because I'm filming a week in front on this particular one because I just wanted to show you my next batch of knives, which are hopefully very close to getting all sorted. So if I just spin the camera around again. Right, here we go. So I've got a bit of a collection here. So I've got 5 of my little, what I call my Coney kits. I've now got all my blades hand sanded. Well, hand sanded to the point where I sort the handles out. I've still got to put my little bevels on, or the finishing bevels and logos on, and then they have a little bit of a tickle up just to brighten them all up. So those are the Coney kits. So I've got 5 of them there. I've also got another 3 of them that have got Scandinavian grinds. They're all going to have secondary bevels on them. Then I've got my selection here of, well, fella catchers, a row catcher there, a muntjac, and a normal catcher at the bottom. So these two have got desert ironwood handles. So desert ironwood's quite an oily wood. Doesn't need any stabilising or anything like that because of the amount of oil content that's in there. So those two are ready for putting together. I've got a muntjac catcher here, which is going to have antler handles. So I managed to find a piece of antler in one of my store boxes, which I didn't realise I had. So got them all glued up, got some black and red liners on it. So that one's going glued up today. So those ones and these ones are going glued up today. And then I've got another 3 here. So it's a bit of a combination. So fella catcher, which has got buckeye burl with black liners. I still need to trim that down. And the reason I'm not doing it today is because my bandsaw blade is buggered. And I need to just thin those down slightly. So I've got another bandsaw blade ordered and hopefully I'll get them done in the next couple of days. And then I've got a combination here. So a row catcher there, which has got a walnut handle with a piece of antler on the front of it. So that should look quite good. And then I've got another one again. I've got some light sort of like curly birch. So it's walnuts and curly birch. And again, I want to trim those down before I actually drill them and get them ready for the handles. So those will just have to wait for the bandsaw blade. I've also got my last of my blades all finished. So I've got one more row catcher to sort out. This one, I'm actually getting sorted for Basque. I'm going to have, I tell you what, let me just show you. Well, I'm showing you, but it just looks like a block of green resin. That is green resin with buckeye burl, so like not an offcut, but a live edge area. And the same with that one. That one's basically, it's got buckeye burl at the front with the dark green resin, so that one's basically, I've got a spare. These are going to have gold liners with them. I'm probably going to use that bit, but I need to clean it all up. So hopefully by the end of the video, you'll be able to see what that looks like, at least trimmed up and glued onto something. So they're sorted. I've also got these two, which are a piece of, that's cherry burl. Off a cherry tree, cut down locally. A friend of mine who works for council on tree team collected the burl for us probably about 2 years ago, and I put it with some like cherry red resin, which I think looks good match. And the cherry is going on to my Magna Cut blade. Now my Magna Cut blades, let's get away from the window because it's all glaring up. This is, like I say, Magna Cut, so it's a powdered steel, and I've got them hand sanded up to 600 grit. I'll be finishing them up at 800 like I do with my other ones, but what I have to say is what an absolute arse it is to hand sand up to 600 grit. Took me all afternoon yesterday and my hands are now in bits. Peter, you were absolutely right about that, so I need some tips on how to sand up or finish up powdered steel blades, because I can't do that often. I think I'm going to get arthritis. Right, so that's a bit of an intro of what's happening this week. Hopefully we'll move on to next weekend and you'll see some finished blades. I might even put a bit in between as well, so you see how they get there. Turn this off. There we go, that's better. Right, so I didn't think that I'd got enough to do, so I thought I'll just make a few more naked unzippers. And the reason I wanted to get them done now and not leave it any later is because I need to get them heat treated. Then I'll be cleaning them all up, sandblasting. Some of them I'll be acid etching, but some of them I want to paint. So I'm going to be painting some of my some of my naked blades all together, and paint up a few of these, and then I'm going to make these into sort of like pairs as well. So it could be like one of these and a falla, or one of these in a row, something like that. I've got some smaller ones that I'm doing as well, but I've also got some other blades that I need to paint. Keep the camera there. I've also got some other blades I need to paint, because they're going to have black blades and then the rosewood and walnut handles, similar to what my K5 knife looked like. But I've got 8 of these cut out. I just need to get these wrapped up in some tin foil, then I'll be banging them into the heat treating oven. I'm going to anneal them first, just to relax them a bit, clamp them together, and then I'll be doing the proper heat treating cycle. But hopefully they should be done in the next couple of days. Right, we're a bit further on now, so I've got the knives all glued up here. These are all ready for shaping out, so antler, a couple of desert ironwoods, and the Kirinite ones in a G10. Those are ready for gluing up, still waiting for my bandsaw blade to turn up. But I have been, I've sharpened a bunch of knives up which are in that box, which are now completely finished. And now on to making some more Kydex sheaths. So I've got all these ones sorted. They're already shaped and drilled out for each one of these, and I'm going to now trim them down and then clean up all the edges. I've got some other parts which will be bolted on, which are for the belt loops. So basically I've already moulded these ones, and what I'll do is I'll put like a 1.5 inch piece of webbing on to make a belt loop for them. I used to rivet those onto the actual sheaths, but I've now changed that because I used to use a 2mm, 2mm steel. 2mm steel, what am I on about? 2mm Kydex. I've now moved on to 3mm Kydex for doing the belt loops, because it's just a bit more rigid. I have found that Kydex can, when it gets cold, it can become a bit brittle and it can snap easy. So anything less than 2mm, anything less than 3mm, and it is a possibility of it snapping. So swap that over now. I now use 3mm, and like I say, I'm going to put a webbing onto them, but I'm going to get onto sorting these out, because it's going to take us a while. And I want to try and get them done by the end of the day. Right, just for your information. So there we go. I've finished off this particular sheath. That looks all done, nylon's all attached, webbing loop's all sorted and what have you, and it's bolted on as well, so it can be taken off if need be and swapped out with a metal clip or something like that. But the last job that I've just done is folded over this little piece of Kydex there. And I have had, I've seen it posted, why's your mum don't let me, I don't understand. Right, this is why I do it. It allows you, when you're taking this knife out of the sheath, to put your thumb against something. Because the Kydex needs to be quite tight and to grip onto the knife so it doesn't fall out, you put your thumb against it, you got your fingers on, and just... Ooh. Right, so that's where I'm up to now. You can see it's got dark behind me. I've managed to shape the handles on those 6 knives that were on the bench to start with. So I'll just show you them now. So we've got the cherry and red resin, those two, walnut and curly birch, buckeye burl. That one's buckeye burl with the green resin, and that one's antler and walnut. I'm going to put these back into my tub of oil overnight, and then I'm going to take them out tomorrow morning and give them a polish up. Right, so we are getting there for the Stalking Show. This week I'm going to be painting some blades up, so I've got 5 that are going to be put the walnut and rosewood handles on them with black and white liners, brass pins and fittings on all those. Then I've got my naked blades. I'm going to paint some naked blades up as well. So basically, once I get my painting unit rigged up, I might as well do all my painting in one go. So I've got some of them to do. I've got to clean up some blades, and I'm going to acid etch them as well. Work out basically what I've got, because I'm going to be making some pairs up with the unzipper and a blade as well. I've got some orange ones that I'm going to do. I've got some white, black and orange that I'm going to do. Maybe a couple other colours if I get round to it, depending on what I've got and what I've got spare and what have you. Just have a play about with it as much as anything else. Next week, hopefully, I'll show you what they look like, as long as I've got those other ones done as well. And then, the week before the Stalking Show, I'm going to get everything out, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm taking with me. So, if there's something that takes your fancy, come and see us at the show, and you can get it off us then. But other than that, guys, thank you very much, and we'll see you later.